What's the deal with Pharaoh in Romans 9? Let's read it. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore he hath mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. Notice there wasn't any mention of hardening when he was talking about Jacob and Esau, right? Because Jacob and Esau were both descendants of Isaac, and both had a role to play in that. There's no mention of Esau being hardened, right? Esau was actually softened, if anything, and reconciled to his brother, and had a pretty good life, okay? It wasn't as good as Jacob's, wasn't as blessed as Jacob, but he had a good life. Now, what about Pharaoh? Well, Pharaoh's an unbeliever, okay? Pharaoh is someone who, according to Romans chapter 1, because of God, the many ways in which God manifests himself to humanity and witnesses of himself from the creation, from the inner witness, and from conscience, Pharaoh was without excuse, and he was literally surrounded with God's people. He was literally surrounded by the people who had knowledge of the one true God. So he was without excuse, and he chose not to seek to know the one true God of the people that surrounded him. So that qualified him to be used for an ignoble purpose. You know, in Timothy, Paul says, you know, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, meet for the master's use, and prepared to every good work. So the choices that people make, you can kind of steer your life into what you're going to be used for. And he chose to not recognize and worship the one true God, and so he was qualified for being used for an ignoble purpose.